Hey, Jeff Miller here with Team Reaper representing GSF in Piney Flats, and once again it's that time of the month. It's May and it's time for your Player of the Month. And I am here with Gary Purchase. Thanks, Gary, for coming out.
Oh, no problem, Jeff.
Thank you for being a part of this. If you would, tell the viewers a team that you play for, position, if you have a nickname, and some weapons that might be your favorites.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for allowing me to come out. I am in charge of Team Bellatorum. I am the team leader, which means that I don't get to do anything cool. I just get to stay back and around with the radio. My favorite guns right now, my favorite that I own is my TM870. After that is probably my HPA 240. It's fun. I stroke it lovingly at night. Just 240.
All right, Gary, if you would please tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Vero Beach, Florida. I moved up to Tennessee a little over a decade ago. I have a bachelor's degree in history from ATSU, and I have been working as a park ranger with the National Park Service. I'm married to a woman who is way too good for me, and I have a son named Gideon. He is now 2, and he has beaten neuroblastoma, and I've been at St. Jude with him for the last 16 months now, so it is really good to be home. Glad to be able to start playing again, and as far as airsoft goes, I've been playing for 11 years now? Yeah, 11 years.
Gary, if you would please tell everybody what's your view on airsoft.
I absolutely love airsoft. As far as the sport goes, it is the epitome of playing Army as a kid. I was that generic 8-year-old, and then probably like a lot of you, I just kind of transitioned from play guns to cap guns to Nerf guns, and then airsoft happened, and I have never looked back. There's a brief foray into paintball, but I just don't even acknowledge those days anymore. It's a great sport. It's a great training tool for people that don't get to go out and shoot real steel all the time. It's a great amount of fun. It's an awesome way to build friends. Some of my best lifelong friends I've met playing airsoft.
So you've told us the team that you play for. Do you have any sponsors, and do you have any outside things correlated with airsoft that you facilitate?
Sure. Well, yes, we do have a sponsor. It is Wolverine Airsoft. And actually, we work with them with Bellatorum Solutions LLC, where it's a company that 2 of the people on my team form, and they actually do active shooter training. So they write out all the timelines for it. They give all the instructions so that when police departments contract, or not just police departments, private organizations contract to them to do their high-risk training, they don't get the advantage of knowing what's going to happen. It allows all their officers to actually do it. So it's a really nice way to give back. Myself being a first responder, most of my team are either former first responders or military themselves. So it's another way that they get to stay active and get to use the skills that they've already learned, but maybe not get to use every day.
Wow, that sounds fantastic.
It is. It is very fun being a bad guy, and I've been shot by so many cops.
Wow.
And lastly, I am the friendly face of the admins for the Tennessee Airsoft military community and just the normal Tri-Cities page. For people that complain about admins, you probably don't see me that often from, aforementioned not being around all the time, but I know what you've been doing online.
That's great. Thank you so much. And for those of you out there that are really not familiar with Wolverine Airsoft, they are probably the leader in the area in HPA systems. I highly recommend you check them out. They definitely have a Facebook page. They have their own website.
And their own Instagram too.
And their own Instagram. And you can also now buy Wolverine Airsoft stuff from GSF's store. So make sure you check all that out. And like I said, they are, as they say, leader in HPA innovations. They have stuff for your AEGs, and now they have stuff for your sniper rifles as well.
Yeah. And last little plug, if you buy from GSF, you're not only supporting GSF, your local store, but this company is out of Kingsport, so you're supporting another local company. So it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Wow.
Remember guys, shop local.
Yeah. All right, Gary, if you would please tell everybody where you see airsoft going.
I'll answer that in 2 phases. I'll start locally and then globally. Locally, I'm seeing an awesome trend in airsoft of us being really good as a community, grabbing our younger players and making sure they don't just get pushed way by the wayside. Our community has done a really good job of being inclusive and helping grow the community. So I want to give props to all the players out there. You know who you are, that you help the new guys. Globally, you're starting to see airsoft really expand and grow where the shooting sports have become so popular, but it's very expensive. So you're starting to see a lot of people using it as a training tool. I know, obviously, I've sold stuff to police departments. I know Mike has sold stuff from GSF to police departments using it because, let's face it, even sim rounds are still expensive. And you have this whole generation of warfighters who have this skill set that they come home and it's something they perfected that they'll never use again. And so having a nice outlet for that is, it's a good thing. It's a therapeutic thing. So a lot of them claim just being able to get that team mentality together and then going and using something that they've learned that was such a big part of their life. It's a really good thing.
That kind of leads into my next question. What would you see in our community as a whole? How could we expand airsoft in our community and make it better than what it is now?
All right. I feel like the next step we have is a lot of our player base is in that middle to late high school range. They're 15, 16, 17. And so you have a lot of them that are starting to take those first steps of wanting to go to Milsim events. And you have people like Drennan from Theta, who's doing an awesome job bringing really good quality events locally and getting these people's feet wet and getting used to that. And that's where I see where our community is going to go is you're going to have all these people going, man, I want to go to Milsim West, I want to go to Lion Claw, I want to do American Milsim, which are all fantastic companies and fantastic experiences. And so what I can see our community doing is being able to bring some of those hosts into venues that are here. Because we have a ton of old factories, we have a ton of properties, and a lot of us just haven't had the chance, the time, the financial backing to truly explore them. So that's where I see our local community going.
Oh, fantastic, man. Yeah. Hey, Gary, finally, if you would tell the viewers out there an experience in airsoft that you will never forget.
There's always two to come to mind. And generally, it's the first time you did something awesome, and usually the first time you did something extremely stupid. The first Milsim event I ever went to was by Mind Games Productions. It was Blackjack, my first ever Milsim. I was so stoked to go. I was out there with my JGS system, cross-rod vest, looking totally cool, being that freaking new guy. So, I remember the new guy cool thing I had to have was my fake bayonet because, by God, I'm gonna fix bayonet and stab somebody, right? Well, so here I was inside of this building and my gun broke, so all I had was my knife. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna hide in this little closet, and I swear, if someone's gonna open this thing, I'm gonna stab him. So I sit in there for an hour and a half, yeah. And then I hear people, I'm like, all right, getting ready. And someone opens the door, and I just jump out like a spider monkey. It's ha! And hit this dude. And the guy screamed so loud. Not just screamed, but like little girl saw a spider scream. It was the funniest thing. To the point where it shocked me. Everybody else on this team just stopped, looked at him, and cracked up. Probably the funniest experience for me because it was that new guy. First time I did anything I thought was cool, but now I realize I hid in a closet for 2 hours to get a kill. And then probably the stupidest thing, and this is when I learned, just because someone says a room is clear does not mean it's clear. Irene 6, I'm holding security on top of this stairwell. Some other people on my side go in. I hear room clear. I take one big step down the stairs and get shot in the left testicle. And it was by far the most painful thing I have ever had happen. I legitimately, no bones, curled into the fetal position and started crying just a little bit. Just one solitary tear of, oh my gosh, I'm never having children out of that side. So, children, remember, if someone says the room's clear, maybe take a second and look around before you walk in and get shot in the nuts.
Yeah. And let's aim for dead center mass, please. Yes. Well, once again, I'm here with Gary Purchase, our May Player of the Month. It has been fantastic having you here. Thank you so much for coming out and being a part of this. Folks, while you're out there, please congratulate Gary. He's a tremendous guy in the community. I love being a friend with him. If you have not had the opportunity to get there and play with him out on the field, please do so. He's excellent in the command chain, which he loves to do. Again, thanks. I'm Jeff Miller with GSF and Team Reaper, and I'll see you downrange.
All right, I'm done, guys. I'm going home. I win. Bye.